Maybe listen to him speak, yeah. No matter what, just let it go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. We're gonna do that again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop, persuadable. What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to talk about the lawyer, the most overpowered character in the game. Just kidding. You guys can all blame Jokey for starting that entire thing back in 2018 or whatever year this game came out. I'm getting old. I'm fucking forgetting everything. So lawyer has been buffed in an incredible way where I actually think now that to become a very good survivor, I actually think that lawyer will be the best character for you to use. Okay, and the reason being so is because his map has been buffed. Back in the day, you'd have to play Seer so you could see where the hunter always was, and then you could memorize the hunter spawns. All right, however, it was only for a brief time. Lawyer is going to make that a lot easier. After Seer, the other strategy is to go into bot matches. You could record your match, and then you could go back into it, and you can find out where the hunter actually, spawned. Lawyer eliminates all of those processes. I actually think that this buff is an incredible asset to new players. I think that this buff is going to be an incredible thing for new players who don't know where the hunters spawn. And I also think that this may, for the first time other than Explorer, and we can talk about that in a different video, add a hidden element. When you are a lawyer, if you know exactly where the hunter is and exactly where they're going to spawn and exactly where they're going to go, the question is that are you going to hide and waste that hunter's time, which we all know that compared to Dead by Daylight, Identity V has never really been notoriously known for hiding. It is a part of the game, but it is not known for it. So the question is will this add a hidden element that lawyers can use? And furthermore, if you don't even care about that argument, is this now the best way to learn how you can combat these hunters, where they spawn, where they're going? And if you are a survivor that doesn't really know the spawns, you're not really familiar with where their hunter is coming from, then, well, guess what? Now you're never going to have to worry about whether this hunter is going to catch you off guard. How about we go into a custom match? We're going to test this out. We just did this on my live feed on Twitch. I want to thank everybody who is currently here right now. And his entire map has changed. Now, for a side comment, we also know that lawyer cannot be terror shocked. And if I recall correctly, I believe that his Volton speed has also been increased as well. So how about we put this into an Arms Factory custom match, and I'm going to show you how the map has changed back in the day. I say back in the day as in like literally like 3 hours ago. You whip up your map, right? And you're able to see where everybody is. Well, not no more. They're actually taking notes from Dead by Daylight. The map is a lot more efficient. How you use the map, you don't actually have to bring anything up, and you can see all the things that are around you. I think that is going to be a great way for a lot of new players to learn the game, to learn where the hunters are. And how about we do this? Watch this. So when we use this map, it's like, where's the survivor? Oh, there he is. And you know exactly which direction he's going to go at. So I know right now that I am running towards him. Now, that can really dictate a lot for you as a survivor. This will allow this sort of hidden element. Also, if that was an experienced hunter and he decided to tunnel that way, here we go. If he decided, you know what? We're going to talk about that in a second. Tunnel that way, then it allows you to come over here and to take this cipher. Do you know what I just realized, chat? This dude, lawyer, is like a fucking mind's eye now. He's like a mind's eye with his kiting. Because if you're behind a wall, you can tap this real quickly. You can tap it and let it go and tap it and let it go so you can see where he is. That's pretty interesting. You can kite this guy blindly. That's a very interesting thing. Now, his map does deplete really fucking fast. So he's going to be more of a tap sort of feature sort of character that you use with the map. You don't want to hold it down unnecessarily too long. But I would really like to see how lawyer is going to end up kiting in these matches. You can now kite him through a wall where if you don't know where the red light is on the hunters, you can use that to your ability. Now, that is not his primary reason for using it. Do I think he's S tier? No. Do I think he's substantially better? Fuck yeah. Let's do this again. We're going to go into a custom script or a custom match. We're going to do that again, and we're going to take a look at it. Man, that is incredible. I think that is going to make him more viable. He cannot be terror shocked, which has its own, benefits to it as well. How about we take a look at this? So we have foresight. This is his ability to look at cipher machines that haven't been decoded, exit gates. He can see his survivors. He can see his hunters. So if somebody needs to be healed, he'll have the ability to see where they are. So this is kind of like a glorified North build on the Doctor. You're now allowed to see where the survivors are. That's crazy. We got Heartless. With lies running through his blood, Lawyer is never shaken by terror shock in any interaction. This is a really, really great character for certain players who get terror shocked, especially using Magician, etc. So this is a good alternate character that you can consider using. We have Weak, where his Volton speed has been decreased to 10%. Which is good for that as well. And then he still has that veteran bonus. He still has that 2-second veteran bonus where when you hit him, he still gets a boost. So not only, remember, that veteran bonus is a big deal. When you injure him, he runs faster after being injured than the majority of other characters. Now, do I think he's S tier? No. Do I think he's going to be a hell of a lot more fun to use? Look at this. You can tell where he is, and you can really tap that quick. But hold on, we're going to tap this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it seems like he had about 12 taps to that. We're gonna test that again. So it does seem like every time you tap it, there is like an X amount that automatically is reduced. Right, so it is a little bit different from Dead by Daylight, where every time you untap it and tap it and untap it, you can use it for a while. So it does seem like the map does have an X amount of seconds that are reduced from it every time you tap it and untap it. But we're going to check that again, and this time I'm not going to move, and we're going to see, is there more than 12 taps that you can do to this? Oh, I'm actually very excited about this. You reduce the terror shocks. You get an extra bonus to your veteran bonus. Well, you get a bonus to your veteran bonus. You can kite seeing him. You can't get terror shock. That really allows you to be able to do a lot of different things with him. And I think that this is a good buff. I think that it's good for veterans to fuck around with. I think it's good for new players to experiment with. Let's try it again. So right now we got 12 taps on it. So we're going to see, and there is a linger effect, especially as what Cosmic Pegasus 12 just said right now. There is a lingering effect on this. So we're going to test this again. And this is a great way for new players and experienced players to remember where the spawns are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's about 11 to 12 taps. Now that's if you do it super fast, right? I'm gonna see if I can. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this bot to be able to hit me through a window, but the fact that there's no terror shocks either, that's crazy. That is awesome. This is a really, really great ability. I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be really good. I think that this actually makes the Lawyer useful, because although everybody wonders what are what's S tier, what's A tier, what's B tier, right? There's other ways to use characters in this game other than that character tier list. What is the easiest character to use in the beginning so you can memorize spawn points? What is the easiest way to learn a new map that you're unfamiliar with when it comes to where a hunter spawns? I think that it's, in a weird way, it's an amalgamation of, he has some doctor in him where he can see all the other survivors even when they're injured, so he has that healing component to him. He's able to see through the walls mid-kite like you can as a mind's eye, which is very convenient. He has a Seer ability where he can see the hunter, and now it lasts longer than just the first 4 or 5 seconds of the match. This really is a scary thing. I think that he has a lot of potential now. I really do. Do I think he's tournament capable? Hell no. But do I think that he's an incredible buff compared to how he used to be played? Yes. Do I think new players can use him? Yes. Do I think veterans would benefit from using him? Absolutely so. I really think that he is going to add a certain element of stealth. It will be very interesting to see videos of how people use him to transition kite. The question is Lawyer going to be a very big counter to those characters that rely on those close encounters? Is Lawyer now going to be a counter to a degree to somebody like Blood Mary, where you know exactly where she's going in the beginning of the match and it allows you to transition kite? To a degree, does this make Lawyer one of the best transitional kiters in the game? And I genuinely think that there is an argument to be made that Lawyer may now have the potential to be the #1 transitional kiter in the game. I know it's a ballsy thing to say, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of potential for him, and he's really going to be able to transition like an animal, which is going to benefit his team. Are we going to see that sort of voice communications where individuals are allowed to communicate with their team at all times where the hunter is going when he's going there? I really think that this is going to make him a very viable character, especially people who play with their friends. I think that this is a tremendous buff, and I'd like to be able to hear what you guys think about it. That is absolutely crazy. Thank you for watching, everybody. You guys all have a good day. Bye-bye now, boo-boos. Oh, and one last thing. Don't forget that you can see the generators when they turn blue. All right, so after 50%, generator or the cipher machine will turn blue. That's like another mind's eye feature where when you're in solos and you don't know which generators are being done or nearly finished, you now have a good indicator as to where that is. This is a crazy buff, guys. All right, thank you for watching. Bye now.